After years of competing and touring, Sasha Cohen, the 2006 Olympic silver medalist in figure skating, rarely sets foot in the rink. But she's watching the Olympics in Pyeongchang with great interest, as she is scheduled to spend a week in South Korea representing the U.S. Olympic Committee later this month. Ms. Cohen graduated from Columbia University in 2016, and currently works for Morgan Stanley as a disruptive change analyst. She has also been contributing to The Weight of Gold, a documentary currently in production about the struggle Olympians face as they transition to the real world. In addition, she is interviewing individuals who are reinventing themselves for an upcoming podcast. Ms. Cohen, 33, recently moved to NoHo, where she lives alone. Luxuriating in sleep and laundry, depending on how late my Saturday was. I wake up around 9 or 10. I love to get my sleep. I have an espresso machine at home and I'll make an almond milk cappuccino. Then I'll throw a load of laundry in the machine. Fishy business. As part of a research project at work, I bought an aquaponic tank with a bed of fish that fertilizes the herbs that grow on top. I have to feed it once a day, which is making me nervous because I'm about to go on a long trip. You know shoplifting? I'm thinking of droplifting it at the pet store. I don't want a dead fish on my conscience. Sky and water. Even if there's snow on the ground, I'll go on a run about 3 miles or so. To me it's such amazing therapy to see sky and water. I'll run to the West Side Highway, do yoga, and stretch on the piers, and maybe end with a meditation session. I'm not a person that can be cold. I'll wear 2 pairs of pants, leggings and sweatpants, and a t-shirt, a heat thermal, a cashmere turtleneck, a fleece zip-up, maybe a windbreaker, gloves, and a full-on hat. Just say no. I'll go home after I run, take a shower, listen to a podcast, and make a pot of tea. I'm on a complete Tim Ferriss kick right now. I appreciate the 4-hour work week, but he's so much more than that. I have huge admiration for the life he set up and the questions he asks. How do you learn to say no? I'm trying to say no to things. I'm trying to transition. Slow down. I'll grab a book and take it to Honey Brains, which is my new neighborhood spot. Their curry cauliflower bowl is one of my favorites. I've been into stoicism. It's so relevant, especially in today's society, about cutting out noise and understanding how valuable your time is. Men guard money and property with their life, but they're so free with their time, and time is the one thing you can't replace. Swipes. Maybe I spend 15 minutes on Facebook and Instagram combined. It's unfortunate that we communicate much more through screens and apps than with people in person or giving them a call. I think I'm nostalgic for earlier days. Wonder my Sundays are always a little different, but I have a little more time. I allow myself wandering time. Bookstores and pet stores are my happy place. That's actually how I got my last puppy. I walked in, saw the most adorable puppy and knew I needed to take her home. Mom time. I talk to my mom every other day. In my family, we always call each other when we're walking somewhere. I have a very close relationship with my mom. She spent every day with me and training from a very young age. Art fix. Recently I met a friend and went to the Guggenheim and to the Jewish Museum to see the Modigliani exhibit. Or I went with a friend to the space exhibit at the Natural History Museum. But mostly it's downtown. Dinner out. I love grabbing a drink from Saxon and Parole or the Bowery Hotel. Blue Ribbon sushi is another staple. I always get the spicy scallop roll and seaweed salad. I'll bring a book, or meet up with a friend. I really enjoy catching up with Evan Lysacek. We've gone through so many life phases together, from competing to touring to building a life in New York City. Sasha's list: I go to bed around 11, although I should get to sleep earlier. I tend to get wound up at night. I usually have a lot on my mind, so I find it's very helpful to write down my to-do list and my thoughts before I got to bed.